Have you guys ever gone to like Wendy's or some other fast food restaurant? And for some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes I get cashiers that like they wear the hats like this. They're like this, and they're like, "Hey, welcome to Wendy's. How can I help you?" And I'm like, "Bro, what? Like, can you see me right now?" Apparently, for our Mark 7s, our MK7s from the factory, we can't turn our traction control completely off. So if you're on the stock setting, you tap the traction control off button once, it'll pop up like ASR in sport mode or ECS in sport mode, right? Apparently that means it's like 50-50, so it's actually 50% off and then 50% the computer is monitoring it. But if you press and hold the traction button for like 5 seconds, it'll ding and it'll pop up saying ECS off on your dash. And you would think that means it's 100% off, right? But apparently, and this is a lot of apparentlys, so bear with me. Apparently that only means it's like 70% off or something, and the computer is still controlling and monitoring that 30%, that if it detects wheel spin or anything that's like slippery traction, it'll kick in and it'll cut power to your wheels. So in order to fix that so that it's completely 100% off and computer is not controlling it and it won't kick in when it detects wheel spin, is you need to code it out. And also somebody said you can like pull a fuse or something like that to cut it out, but I don't know why you would do that when you just code it out. And some of you might ask, well, why we want to do this? You know, these are safety features that the car have implemented for a reason, so that you don't blow your car up, you don't, you know, drop your transmission on the Bell Parkway. One reason, cuando está en Mexico, and two, any type of racing competition, you know, autocross, dragging, 40 rows, because you know you don't want the computer to interfere and thinking it knows you better and mess you up when you're driving, or giving you power when it thinks it's trying to save itself. In those cases, you just want, you know, to be as raw and pure of a driving experience as it can to get the most power and the most times. And three, for something that begins with a B and ends with earn out, which I will now demonstrate. Ladies and gentlemen, psych, I ain't doing that shit. These are fresh ass tires, $400 after mail-in rebate and like some other rebate from Discount Tire. But here's some of my como se dice, hooligan friends that will gladly do them. So enjoy. So now let me show you how to turn it off 100% on the Obida 11. Real simple, takes like 5 minutes at most. And I know you can do this on the VCDS as well, but I'm not entirely sure how the process is. But I know it's real simple too. You just have to go find it in the long coding and change like a number or something. But I don't have a VCDS, so I can't show you that. But if you do a quick Google search, I'm certain somebody has it written up on a forum or something. Also, for reference and for your information, I'm doing this on my 2016 GTI S base model. 4 doors, 4 seats, 2 side mirrors, 4 wheels, 2 cup holders, 5 seat belts, Apple CarPlay, you know, just to give you a reference on where I'm coming from. But I'm pretty sure this is the same process for all the other Mark 7s with the same E88, 888, 888, engines. So the Mark 7Rs, the GLIs, the 1.8s, that's it, right? Oh, the Audis, the A3, S3, B3, Z3, D3, all the alphabet 3s. So for the tools you're gonna need is obviously the Obidas. This is my screen recording on the iOS Obida, but it's the same process for both the Android and the iOS one. So when you get connected, you go into the One Touch apps and you scroll all the way down to ECS off permanently. And it's kind of nice that it gives a little description on what it does. It's basically what I said, that if the computer feels like your car is losing traction or slipping, it'll start to cut power to your wheels to for safety, I guess. But you go to change value, and I think the stock one is ECS Sport / ECS off V1. I personally do not know exactly what like the V1s and the V2 different means. I just went straight from the stock one to ECS off, so that once I tap my traction control off button once, it just turns it off completely. There's no sport mode, there's no 50-50, 60-40, 90-20. That doesn't even add up to 100. But yeah, I just went straight to ECS off, so that One Touch 100% completely off. and then you activate, press and hold, pay the 10 credits, and that's basically it. But there's two other things you might need to change. It's gonna be torque limitation and vibration reduction. So at first I had a general idea of what they did, but like any logical person, that if you don't know something, you Google it, and this is what I came across from a very reputable, cross-reference, cross-experimented, cross-data, whatever, scientific website for this type of information, Reddit. And I came across this explanation from this verified scientist, Mr. Redbo89123, which has a 2016 Golf R Stage 3. Thank you very much, Dr. Redbo89123. I'm also not 100% sure about this, but I did read somewhere that like the torque limitation doesn't really apply to the DSG cars because the DSG is managed within its own computer system to handle and help itself out. So the torque limitation might only affect manual drivers the most. But mine was already off in the first place. I don't know if that's what it came with from the factory or because my tune turned it off. So just a heads up. So you press the blue square, you scroll down on brakes, go to adaption, and then you basically scroll down to starting vibration, and you get also torque limitation. Mine has been activated, and then my starting vibration is also deactivated. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, it only takes like 5 minutes on the Obada. If you don't have an Obada, just, I don't know, buy someone like a bottle of hand sanitizer or something, and be like, can I borrow this for 5 minutes? And obviously use at your own risk. If you do happen to blow an engine or transmission, I am not liable. But do tag me in the photo because I do want to see it. Oh, and if you're in New York and you happen to find a transmission on the BQE or on the I-278, it's probably mine, so hit me up on the gram so I can come pick it up. I think that's it. Happy faux sends, send safely. I don't know. Catch you guys in the next one.